The stars burned cold that night, like a million eyes watching the empire of Zelvar with judgment. High above the shattered remains of conquered worlds, Empress Vaelora Zyron stood in her obsidian throne room. Her violet eyes gleamed like twin novas as she surveyed the holographic battlefield, where her fleets, vast and terrible, surrounded the last human stronghold. "Your Majesty," intoned her war advisor, a creature of molten silver. "The humans request honorable terms of surrender." Vaelora smiled, slow, cruel, beautiful. "Terms?" she repeated, her voice echoing across the throne chamber. "When a prey begs for terms, it means it knows the end has come." The advisor inclined its head, not daring to meet her gaze. "Shall I order their annihilation?" But Vaelora didn't answer. Her gaze had caught on the hologram, one human pilot darting through her fleets like a wisp of light, a lone fighter glowing against the endless black. His ship bore a single insignia, the broken wings of Earth's fallen defense corps. "Who is that?" she demanded. The hologram flickered closer, sharpening on the pilot's face. A human male, scarred, eyes of unyielding steel. The system identified him Captain Leon Drake, former Ace of Earth Command, the advisor supplied. "He leads their final squadron. They fight to the death." Vaelora leaned forward, studying the image. A human, reckless and defiant, facing odds that would make gods tremble. How long had it been since anyone had dared stand against her? Truly stand. A laugh, low and melodic, escaped her lips. "Bring him to me alive." The bet 2 days later, Leon Drake awoke in chains, deep within the Empress's palace. Alien guards, towering four-armed warriors, surrounded him, but his eyes only found her. Vaelora entered the cell like moonlight given flesh. Her armor shimmered like liquid metal, molded to her form. Her gaze was curious, not cruel, not yet. "So," she said, "you're the one who made my admirals look like fools." Leon spat blood onto the floor. "Sorry to ruin your fun." "You fought like no human I've ever seen," she said, circling him. "You destroyed 12 cruisers, 3 dreadnoughts, and a flagship? Impressive?" "Not impressive enough," he muttered, glancing at his cuffs. "No," she said, smiling. "But enough to earn my attention." She stopped before him. "You humans are weak, short-lived, and arrogant. But fascinating." Leon's jaw tightened. "Get to the point," her eyes glimmered. "Very well. I've made a promise, a foolish one perhaps. Long ago, I told my generals, if a human ever defeats me in combat, I will marry him." Leon blinked. "That sounds like a bad joke." Vaelora's lips curved. "And yet, here you stand, the closest any human has come to beating me." He laughed, harsh and broken. "If that's your idea of losing, your people must worship perfection." She tilted her head, amused. "I'm offering you a chance. Face me, in the arena, a duel, one-on-one. If you defeat me, I will grant Earth its freedom. And by my word, I will marry you. And if I lose, then your species belongs to the Empire. Forever." Leon studied her, the fire in her eyes, the confidence in her stance. "You're serious." "Deadly," he exhaled slowly. "Then I'll fight you." 2. The duel the arena was carved from crystal, floating high above the Empress's capital world. Millions of alien citizens filled the stands, roaring in a dozen languages. The duel was broadcast across systems. The Empress appeared first, clad in sleek silver armor that shimmered like starlight. Energy blades flared to life in her hands. When Leon entered, the crowd fell silent. He wore nothing but combat gear and defiance, gripping a single plasma sword forged from human tech, primitive compared to hers. Vaelora smiled at him across the arena. "You look almost noble!" "Just don't expect me to kneel after," he shot back. A gong rang, and the duel began. She moved first, a blur of motion, blades flashing. Leon barely blocked in time. Sparks scattered across the arena floor as he staggered back. Every strike she made carried the weight of centuries of training. She was faster, stronger, utterly precise. But he didn't fall. He adapted. He rolled under her swing, countered, used her momentum against her. When she struck again, he ducked behind her and landed a glancing blow to her shoulder. Her armor sizzled. The crowd gasped. Vaelora's eyes widened, not in anger, but delight. You bleed me, human? Leon smirked. Guess I do. For the first time in her reign, someone had made her stumble. They fought like twin storms. Her power was overwhelming, but his stubbornness was unbreakable. Again and again, she drove him to the edge, and again, he clawed back. Then came the final clash, blades locking, faces inches apart. Sweat and sparks mingled between them. You can't win, she hissed. He met her gaze, unwavering. Maybe not, but I can make you remember me. He twisted, feigned surrender, then drove the hilt of his sword against her exposed wrist. Her blade dropped. In the same instant, his own sword hissed to her throat. The crowd went silent. Vaelora stared at him, chest rising and falling. Then she smiled. Slow, genuine, dangerous. You win. The marriage. The Empire erupted in chaos. The impossible had happened. Their undefeated Empress had been beaten. By a human. Vaelora kept her word. The ceremony was unlike anything the galaxy had ever seen. The Empress of 10,000 worlds and a human soldier stood before the twin sons of Zelvar, bound by oath and honor. Alien nobles whispered, outraged or awestruck. Leon wore ceremonial armor, his scars bare for all to see. Vaelora wore a gown woven from light itself. When she placed the circlet of unity on his head, the crowd roared in disbelief. Later, in private chambers vast as cathedrals, she poured him a drink of glowing blue wine. You realize, he said, half your empire wants me dead. They wouldn't dare, she said, smiling faintly. I am their empress, and my word is law. He looked at her, really looked at her. Beneath the armor and power, there was something almost human, a loneliness centuries deep. Why did you do it? He asked. The bet, the duel, all of it? She sipped her wine. Because eternity is dull. Because I wanted to believe someone could still surprise me. Did I? Her eyes softened. More than you know. Borf. The war that followed peace was fragile. Many of Vaelora's generals despised the idea of a human consort. Rebellion simmered. Some accused her of weakness. Others plotted to overthrow her. And on Earth, humans viewed Leon as a traitor. A man who had married their conqueror. Between two worlds, he belonged to neither. Yet in the palace gardens beneath twin moons, they found something neither had expected, understanding. She taught him the ancient dances of her people. He taught her to play chess. She laughed for the first time in 100 years when he beat her at it, but the whispers grew louder. One night, as they walked the crystal bridge overlooking the capital, she said quietly, "They will come for you." I know, he said. They already tried. Her gaze turned cold. Then they will learn what it means to defy me. The uprising. The rebellion came swift and brutal. Fleets loyal to the old order attacked the capital. Missiles rained like meteors. Vaelora led the defense personally, armor gleaming with the fire of battle. Leon flew beside her, the same reckless pilot she had first seen, weaving through enemy fire. When her flagship took a hit, he rammed his ship into the enemy dreadnought's core, ejecting seconds before impact. The explosion shattered the rebel line. She found him floating amid debris, bleeding and half-conscious. She dragged him from the void herself. Stupid human, she whispered, holding him. You saved me, he smiled weakly. Guess we're even now. In the aftermath, the rebellion was crushed, but the Empire would never be the same. The Empress's people saw her differently now, not as an untouchable goddess, but as someone capable of loyalty, love, and mercy. Leon recovered slowly. He woke one morning to find her watching him. You changed them, she said softly. Changed me, he chuckled. Didn't mean to. I know, she said. That's what makes it real. She sat beside him, her hand brushing his. Do you regret it? He thought of Earth, of the ruins and the stars. No, he said finally. I just wish humanity could see what I see. She smiled faintly. Then show them. 7. The promise years passed. The Empire of Zelvar and the remnants of Earth forged a fragile alliance. Trade flowed between worlds once at war. The legend of the human consort spread, a tale of defiance and love. And in the palace garden, beneath the same twin moons, Leon and Vaelora stood together once more. You once said, he murmured, that if a human ever beat you, you'd marry him. I did, she said. Do you ever regret that promise? She looked up at the stars. At the galaxies, they had both changed. "Never," she whispered. "Because you didn't just beat me, Leon. You freed me." He smiled, pulling her close. "Then maybe we both won." Epilogue centuries later, historians across the stars would tell their story. They would speak of the Empress who ruled an empire without mercy, until a mortal dared to challenge her. Of a duel that changed the fate of two species. Of love born not from peace but from war. Defiant, impossible, eternal. And of the words that began it all. "If a human ever beats me, I'll marry him." No one, not even Vaelora herself, had expected he truly would.